Hey guys, ThirdTempest back, and today we are playing some more Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I will never say it right. Never. I will be wrong, and I'll continue to be wrong, but I'll be fine with being wrong. Woo! Never thought that Cypher's big man would design to would deny to show up here in person. I saw him in real flesh and blood, and he's menacing. The sight of him gives me shivers. Master Greevil's supposedly making a personal tour of all the Cypher facilities. I think he wants to confirm that everything is fine so he can proceed with his plans, without ending up in a fiasco like last time. What? Who are you? Suspicious intruder? How long have you been there? You might just be a kid, but we can't let you walk out. Should I skip out? Should I roll out? Ice ball out? Am I a transformer? Nah, it's all good. Kecleon and... who was the other one? Snubbull. Well, we have Bullet Seed right off the bat, so let's go with that. And Shadow Blitz off of Numel. Oh, yeah, right. Seedot does not have the highest defenses, does he? Weird for a Pokemon that has Bite as its... no, I guess not, because if it had decent HP, it'd be better. I don't know. I'm overthinking things. Probably need to swap my team around, though. Swap that around. I did just choose to get, like, different Pokemon because... or swap to different Pokemon for leveling purposes. Let's go to Azul. Azul can actually work here pretty well. And we'll Shadow Blitz again. Seedot again. Seedot falls into the territory of I can use them against rock, or ground, or water types. Oh my gosh, that was... ow! What was that? I mean, goodbye, Numel. I didn't... I mean, I know Numel was only level 14, but come on, man. That's mean. Carvanha. Numel is holding Charcoal, but me not having any unlocked moves would probably would have been better not to have Numel out like that. Probably would have been better to just walk around with Numel. I think Numel's a good typing. It's a good mix of like ground and dark and ground and fire. It's not horrific. It's quad weak to water, yes, but still. Hey, Shroomish. Bind, not bide. Bind. You're gonna take damage from rough skin. We'll Shadow Blitz and return on the Kecleon. Try to just remove it from the field at this point. Not to say that I don't think Shroomish is a problem, but I don't really want to knock Shroomish out either. I've seen super effective and I was like, oh my god, what? How is it super effective? Because it's Shadow? Shadow Blitz on the Kecleon. Surprised Carvanha has not gone into Rage mode yet, which, now that I said it, probably will. There we go, Azul. Ouch. And we'll just call Carvanha. Try to get a catch. I'm pretty sure Shroomish at level 15 with like almost no HP left is catchable. One would hope. Hey, I was right. Sucks that Numel went down though. I have to get Numel rested up after this fight. Because I want them back. Did you maybe come to rescue Crane? Don't bother trying. You don't know how scary Lorvie. She's in charge here. She looks cute and all, but she's nothing short of terrifying. Get out of here while you still can. It's for your own good. I'm guessing she's going for him. Yeah, you just gonna sit there, bro? No, I'm fine with it. You can. You don't have to fight me. But do you want to fight me? Did I pick up any items with no, I did not. Well, we'll go heal up. And words. We will go heal up and then we'll go and progress. We're close to fighting her anyway, so we needed to heal before that. Let's swap Numel out for Azul, or Seedot out for Azul. I think Numel should be okay. Look at it. We're still not quite to the first stage where we can actually get a move. But we shouldn't be too far. We shouldn't be too far. Hopefully. I think this is like going to be the first area in which I might not be able to catch a Pokemon. You understand, don't you? It's wrong to turn ordinary Pokemon into Shadow Pokemon against their will. Please, won't you help us stop the Shadow Pokemon plan? Join us and help us save Pokemon. Professor Crane, I understand what you're trying to say, but I can't help you. Oh, you. Aren't you that kid I saw in Pokemon HQ lab that time? It's really you, Third. Are you trying to tell me that you came here on your lonesome to rescue Professor Crane? It's too bad I'm still a member of Cypher. I can't very well let you folks go now, can I? As for you, you snagged my Teddiursa for me that time. I'll give you this. You got guts to come here alone, but I'll fix you good. You'll never get out here again. It's funny I'm leading with Teddiursa. Peon Naps would like to fight. Sends out a Murkrow and a Rhyhorn. I think Murkrow is actually one of the ones... No? No, probably not. Let's swap out to Seedot. Despite Seedot's obvious weakness to Murkrow. Yeah. Wow! Okay, you got the crit off on that? That is nice. To be fair, I was swapping, so... I'm sorry, Numel. Like, Numel is just having... I'm sorry, bro. That was my fault. I shouldn't have led with you. I didn't know what their team were. I'm not looking ahead of time on the team, so... It's partly my fault on that. Turn on the Murkrow, and then we'll just Bullet Seed the Rhyhorn. I think Secret Power in here would be Swift. Wow, okay, Pursuit is doing a lot more than I think it should have. Was that Pursuit? I looked away for half a second. Was that Pursuit? It looked like Pursuit. Well, you are level 18. But no. Slack off. Just gonna bullet seed the Rhydon. I think 3 hits. Yeah, looks like about 3. There we go. 3 hits and Rhydon is gone. And he sends out a Beldum. Would love to have had Beldum on my team, but nope. No such luck. Oh wow, would have been nice to actually have Numel. Not very effective, and Bullet Seed's not going to be very effective either. I'm just trying to put damage out on this thing because Beldum falls into the category of it's a problem, remove it. Okay, Bullet Seed's literally doing 1. We're swapping to Shadow Blitz. We have to, because it's the only thing that can damage it so much. It's not resisted. Oh no! Scratch! Return, and then Shadow Wave. Is Shadow Wave the special version of Shadow Blitz, I guess? Or is it just the hit everything version of it? Either way, it does more than... does a lot more than what, Return, or not Return, but Bullet Seed was doing. Return on the Slack Off, who I think is slacking off this turn. And the Shadow Wave should... okay, he avoided that with a... it's fine. Starting to get into fights, if I'm not prepared properly, I will mess myself up. Mostly to the fact that I didn't... I underestimated. Or I overestimated Numel's defensive abilities. And I did not think about the whole Pursuit being a thing. I forgot Pursuit was a thing. Defeated Peon Naps. Crane, you folks don't have the foggiest notion how big and scary Cypher is. It's not smart to resist. You can go about the poor, abused Pokemon all and all, but you should think about your own selves. That's my advice. Third, did you really come here here by yourself? That's amazing. But it's dangerous here. You better get out right away. My worst fears turned out to be true. Cypher, they weren't wiped out. This is just one of their bases. But the details can wait. Things could get complicated if they return. Get out of here quickly. Oh. Not like this is not a computer I can interact with, right? Yeah. You interact with that. Got a leaf stone. Be good for someone. C-Dot. Be good for C-Dot. I don't... no, yeah, we do have a fight here. That's why I saved. Oh. Hey, you! You sneaked Crane out? This child here, he's an intruder. I should have healed. Oh, wait. So... I have... oh, wait! I so have not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Professor Crane is going to be very busy. Oh, so very busy. So please be a nice boy and don't disturb us. We're going back to HQ Lab. Stand aside, please. Or stand aside, please. Going back? Seriously? Are you joking? This so happens to be where you work from now on. After all, we so need you to keep working on your studies. You are the key to our plan. XD001, the ultimate shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. Stop that nonsense. Do you seriously think I would help you do something that horrible? Oh, that Naps. He must have made a boo-boo again, so I have to punish him lots. Little boy, maybe you can convince Professor Crane. You should tell him to study our XD001. You see, our plan is to make shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. XD001 is the only one, or is only our first prototype. So when we work out the problems, we can make combat units with XD's series Pokemon. Wouldn't that be peachy? But we so need that professor's cooperation for our plan. So please, sweetie, can you please ask him nicely to help? No. Oh, how nasty, you silly boy. So you want to help me? You won't help me with XD001 either? Oh, you'll be sorry now. But you should, you will so understand. A little hurt, so I was persuasive. It's so persuasive. Like, it makes me feel like they could have made a whole nother series off of this following the XD series. Like, there's more Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon out there. Another set of Shadow Pokemon, like a third game for this. Would have been cool. I don't think it should have been. I don't think it could have come out until like after 5th gen, maybe 6th gen, but still. Love Disc and Beautifly. We're just going to Fly Beam the Love Disc and we'll Water Gun the Beautifly. Level 20 Love Disc. It's fast. It's about all it's going to have to it. Speed. Vaporeon is the most used. I should have gone Flareon. Like, I look at other people's playthroughs of the game, and I'm like, yeah, Vaporeon is the most used one out of this. Unsurprising, but, like, still. Love just became confused. Hopefully, you hurt yourself. Water gun on the Beautifly. Hurt yourself. Nope. Gonna water gun. Probably Ball Toy. Yep, Ball Toy. Hey, it took the hit. Probably won't take the hit from Beautifly if it decided to target him. Thief. Yep, there goes Ball Toy. It's fine. We still have C-Dot. And Carvana. I should have actually went C-Dot because Bullet Seed. Hurt yourself, Love Disc. Nope, Water Gun. You won't use that against my Vaporeon. In case you're actually smart. Jeez, I knew you had a Zord, but I didn't think I was going to do that much. At least Shadow Blitz took you down. Did she have full team of 6? Like, how messed up am I? I'm very... No, she doesn't have a full team of 6. Tapped out of confusion, went for Water Gun. Probably going to hit. Yep. Question is, does Roselia outspeed my Carvana? It does, because it went it said it flinched first. Oof. Gonna go for another Water Gun. That's Carvana down. Which sucks. I should have taken out... I honestly should have taken care of that, but I didn't. We'll go C-Dot. I don't think C-Dot will go down, but I will actually heal it on my turn. Because, why not? Why not protect him a little bit more? I think your next Pokemon is Delcatty. Yep, Delcatty is her shadow Pokemon. And, to be fair, it's going to be a fairly strong one, I think. Like, it's fully evolved. It's going to be hard to catch. Item, potion. Again, I'm not opposed to using items in battle. I just tend to not do it when I don't have to. Really should have been doing it before this, but you know, you don't think about it and you just don't do it, so you end up in a situation where you're like, hey, I kind of messed up. Like how that just messed me up a lot. Love Disc should be gone. Yeah, we are. Go Bullet Seed. It's nowhere near going to take you out, but Sand Attack should help lower that accuracy a bit. Hopefully help me survive. This might be the first Pokemon I actually want to use a Great Ball to try to help catch. Yeah, Bullet Seed is not doing anything. Secret Power? Because I think that would just be Swift and a Bite. Bite, yep. And then Secret Power, which turns into Swift. One. That did not do much. We'll go that, and then we'll just, what is it we're going to do? I have 2 Great Balls. I don't think a Great Ball is the perfect time to use now. But I don't want to hit it with 2 attacks. Because it's definitely within range of Bite taking it out. But I know from the previous hit that C-Dot definitely isn't going to be taking it out with a Bullet Seed. Yeah. No, that Great Ball is probably going to be needed here. Hopefully, Bullet Seed can get it lower. Two, 3, 4. Went into a fever mode. Hurt itself in that. Fine. Just call and go for a Great Ball because you are actually in the red right now. I don't feel safe doing any other move against you. Maybe Sand Attack to lower your accuracy, but Delcatty just, it's the catch rate. Delcatty's catch rate is kind of hard, so it's makes that fight a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Also, not having a fully healed team before I went into a quote-unquote boss fight would be, what on earth? How could you be so strong? Be strong! Well, I mean, it's Vaporeon. Vaporeon is like, water types are too strong in this region. Oh, I so hate to say this, little boy. I can't beat you right now. Master Greevils will be so cross with me, but it's okay. I'll let you owe me this one time. But you have to promise you will think about my plan next time. If you see XD001, I'm sure you'll want to help me. I'll be waiting for you. I mean, to be fair, it does look cool. You've grown tough, haven't you? In fact, I'm amazed at how much stronger you've grown in such a short time. I guess we'll be relying on you even more now, Third. Now that we know Cypher is back, we need to move quickly. We have to come up with a way of stopping them. This time, let's really head back to the HQ lab. Got a data ROM. This may be something important. We have to take it back and analyze it. Thanks to you, Third, I was able to rescue or return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things that was when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they're making more Shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate Shadow Pokemon, one that's impossible to purify. Must be plotting world domination using Shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher this Shadow Pokemon conspiracy, Dr. Lily, we did it. The Purified Chamber is finally complete. Oh my. Oh, that's fast. What fantastic timing. It's finally finished? Thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's go and have a look at the Purified Chamber. Let's. Wait, now that we have the Purified Chamber, purifying is going to be a lot quicker, and I'm going to need a lot of names for my newly acquired team. Take a good look, Third. This is the Purified Chamber. Your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow Incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Third, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together our Pokemon Lab HQ. If your father were here, I'm sure he would be delighted. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay. We'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purified Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you would be so kind to briefly explain how the Purifier Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, listen closely. Purified Chamber is a facility in which Shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where a Shadow Pokemon comes into the contact with regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, one Shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the Shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of those sets here. That means we can effectively purify up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at a time. There is one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single Shadow Pokemon on a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a Shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed on the Shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with a Shadow Pokemon, the quicker the purification is. Next, the compatibility of Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the type of Pokemon involved and the directions they're facing. By adjusting these factors, you'll see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain it later. But right now, I'd like you to check the sets out. The Purified Chamber status is on standby. System is good to go. Step onto the circular plate. A holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. Well, it would if there was actually some Pokemon in the sets. When you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets at any selected set. You can configure things as you see fit. Control panel will appear if you pick the Shadow Pokemon. You pick the Pokemon you want to place in the set, select so on. You bring a Pokemon on third, you could place it on sets. Don't worry, we'll figure it out when you actually try. Well, also, we're going to to provide advice if needed. Please come check the hologram first. Okay, so you have to have at least one non-Shadow Pokemon for it to purify. So we're going to purify quite a few of them real quick. We'll purify Houndour, Gulpin, and I think Mareepa's ready. Donna? I think that's how you spell it. Ouch. I see. It's a bad name, I know. Yeah, that's not an uncommon occurrence. Them leveling up enough to evolve while you're doing the purification through party members. Mareep's not a bad team member, to be fair. I mean, getting the Ampharos and just having an electric sheep Pokemon, it works in Generation 2, it works here. Static. This is the best we can do for Shroomish at this point. It increases the flow. You get more flow, the more like this one has to be super effective against this one, so on and so forth to make it a I got a trifecta, but you get it at 4, it goes faster, and having that in tempo is gonna be a balancing act. It really is a balancing act. I think it could be better because ice is not weak to fire that much, or water's not weak to fire. So if I had a grass type like I have C dot, it would go faster. But that is what it is. Anyway, this has been ThirdTempest saying, have fun playing games, guys. I have to go and unlock some shadow Pokemon and progress the story, but we'll do that next time. Later!